All right. I'd like to welcome everybody here to Park Talchan on Sunday the 13th of November for the Junior Hurling Final between Kilmessan and Boardsmill. We'll just let the announcer announce. He'll surely tell us who's playing and who's in the positions. We won't compete against them anyway. If here in front of us we... David Gray is sponsoring this game. Down in front of us is the Kilmessan team. I lined them out here. In goals is the great Andrew Keena. The full back line is Fionn Maguire, Gary Leddy and Lee Lynch. The half back line is Darren Plevin, Cathal Burke and Paddy Lally. At midfield we have Paul Grimes and Gerard Neal. Half forward line is Scott Bagnall, Darren Maguire and Darren Brennan is the captain, and the full forward line is Danny Tyne, Kyle Donnelly and Cathal Murphy. Three fine young lads there in the full forward line, thanks be to God. The subs include Manny Goodwins, Tomas Conroy, Tomas Oakes, Josh Dennehy, Aidan Mangan, Jake Harlan, Chris Smith, Ryan Montague, Niall Flynn, Anthony O'Neill, Oisin Coyle and David Parnell is down here. Will I continue? Keep going, right? We'll go over and have a look at the Boardsmill team now and we'll see how they line out. In goals is Finn Ennis. The full back line is Bertie McLaughlin at 2, Paddy Guy and Kieran Garrigan. Half back line is David Keeley, Thomas Riley at 6, Eric Cribben. The midfield is Paul Dunn, the captain, and Anton Hoy. Half forward line, Sean Dixon, Martin Conway and Niall Durkin. 13 is Eric McKay, Fergal Flaherty at full forward and James Durkin. And they have John Corrigan, Sean Kelly, Owen McKay, Aidan McGrath, Craig Kelly, Raymond Cribben, Philip Regan, Jack Bird, Ronan Kelly, Owen Mahan, Sean Newman and Kyle Dixon on the subs bench. Kilmessan got here by beating Killeen, they beat Nafina, they beat Drumree, they beat Clonagale and they beat Wolf Tones in the group. They managed to lose to Navan O'Mahony's, I think, in the first round. In the semi-final they beat Trim. They put in a great display against Trim that day and they arrive here now in good nick. As the announcer is after saying Richie Donnelly, who has been with them throughout, managed to break a thumb last Sunday in a challenge match, I think, against Drumree Blackhall. That allows Paddy Lally to take the half back line. Paddy is a fine young lad and should do quite well. The other name that's not on the team is Mark Brennan, played for this team in the first round, but then he got lost to the seniors. The management, always say a word about the management. Colm Doyle is the manager. Oh, the programme is saying nothing about them, but Colm Doyle is the manager, and the selectors here are Mickey Dennehy and Alan Duffy. Looking down at the field, have we any other intelligent looking men hanging around? Simi, the PRO, is there wearing a nice Dazzler green, and they're ready to go. They're going over there to do their warming up, and I can see Andrew Keena is sporting a nice yellow top. You'll pick him out anyway. Top class man is Andrew. Boardsmill qualified for this several weeks ago and they've been waiting. From my own historical point of view, there's a lot of older players on the Boardsmill team, big, strong, steady lads like that, so they'll be looking to start well. I would expect the younger Kilmessan lads to have better legs over 60 minutes, but I would say Paddy Power is going even money the pair here and 10-1 the draw. My cameraman here is Ray Egan. We've already interviewed Mr. Horton Pedler, the chairman, and we're nearly ready to go. The referee here today is Patrick Foy. We've a long tradition in Kilmessan of abusing the referee, whether he's good, bad or indifferent. In reality, most referees are invisible, and it's nearly always on days where we're playing very badly. We like to find somebody to blame, and the easiest man to blame is the man in black. It's important to insult him, his mother, his father. He's the reason why you're playing very poor hurling at the moment. But today will be different. It's a cold day here in November in Navan. It's not raining, but the weatherman said it could rain. There would be showers around. There is not much wind of any sort at all. And we're nearly ready to go. The referee is going to call in the captains. The linesmen are going down to check things out. I see our secretary, Ian, heading over there to have a few words with the management. I'm sure the bits of paper. Richie Donnelly, a shot at Richie Donnelly down on the line. Richie with his broken thumb. A grade 1 horse there now, but unlike Vautour, we didn't have to put him down. The thumb will heal, yes, and he will play hurling again, but it won't be today. Richie is on the line. There's a big crowd here, so there is, and there's lads having coffee and buns, and I saw chips coming in. It's becoming like an airport. You can't go near an airport unless you go into a sudden frenzy of feeding. A little breakfast will only cost you €15, and anything more will cost you 20. And the other airport phenomenon is you have to walk around with a bottle of water in your hand, particularly if you're 20 stone and you want to give the impression that you're actually fasting and slimming. Now, we're biding some time here waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. Number 12 there, Darren Brennan, has been up and the toss is done. And the Boardsmill captain there, Paul Dunn, is going back. The announcement is that all mentors and substitutes and other space invaders, as the great Con Houlihan used to call them, all space invaders get out of the spaces and we let the 30 lads play a bit of hurling. We're just waiting to see, are we going to go Sheena Fina Fall here before we started? We had an under-21 final just before this, and Kildalkey came from a parish away to get up to win by a point, 2-7 to 12, so 9 scores beat 12 scores, and that saved us from going into overtime. So we've already played the national anthem. We may not have to do it here again. I see the great TJ Riley out there, Ilorna Parka, with his bibs and his waters, and looking after the boards, the Mills lads. All the subs are coming in now. Alan Duffy is looking particularly anxious. Is this right? Is that right? Kilmessan have a few good subs on the sideline that would be well worth putting into a game. So we're nearly ready to go. We're nearly ready to go. The goalkeepers are the last men heading. They're going to shake hands. They had a couple of fuckle there now. Andrew Keena and Finn Ennis and off to go. Andrew is jogging along. Slim man of about 12 stone max. He's got a heap of sticks, but he probably has all the defender sticks with him. Kilmessan is playing for the town. We're going to have Auron Naveen, Chassagee. Now, we've had the tune. Interesting battle here would be Thomas Riley at 6 on Dazzler Maguire at 11. Kilmessan get the first ball. That's Gerard Neal. He gets hit on the head. He's not getting a free. Boardsmill are coming with the ball. Centre half forward there. Martin Conway making the get shot. Good block there from number 5. Darren Plevin. Kilmessan should get it now. Paddy Lally clears it out into the space. Dazzler Maguire chasing it out, but the line ball comes up first. Line ball to Boardsmill. We're into the game. We're on 2:06. Boardsmill will have the first cut. Thomas Riley gone over there to take it. Number 9 in the middle of the field there, Anthony Hoy looking for the ball, but I would imagine Thomas will send it into the forwards. Everybody is marking everybody. No sweeper here. We're having a stoppage for some strange reason. Oh, there's a fella down here behind the pole. Number 9, Gerard, is after getting hit on the head. I was going to say there's no sweeper. I was amazed recently at the GAA All-Stars that they didn't have a hurler sweeper of the year and football sweeper of the year. It'll fast become a feature of our game. The top man to kill a game, stone dead, and bore everybody out of their seats. Here we go, game on. Good cut there from Thomas, comes into the forwards back there at number 4. Is Lee Lynch. Boardsmill are going to get the shot. The shot is half blocked. It's up in the air. It's coming out here to corner forward James Durkin. James Durkin hand pass it back, but it's intercepted by Gerard O'Neill, who has got over his belt on the head. He's come to the middle of the field. He's making great progress. He flicks it in here to number 12, which is Darren Brennan. Darren Brennan, Dazzler Maguire's pushed to the ground. So the first encounter between Thomas at 6 and Darren at 11 is Darren wins himself for free. Some 40 odd metres out. The free taker will be Paul Grimes, who's been scoring very well for this team throughout. And here comes Paul. And he's going to put it right on the old 45 metre line. Good chance here now. The air is still. Nice to get the first one on the board and steady everybody's nerves. Here comes Paul. And that'll do. That's grand. Paul brings up his first one. And Kilmessan, after 2.5 minutes, lead by 1 point to 0. Now we'll have a look at the pickouts. Finn Ennis here. He's looking to his left. It's low. It's not exactly the one he wanted, but it does find the 5, who gets ambushed by the 10 and the 11. That's Dazzler. Dazzler gets, there's Thomas Riley coming through, a hurler of the highest quality many years ago. Big, strong man. 10 there is Sean Dixon. Sean Dixon advancing. On him there is Darren Plevin. It comes across as far as Paddy Lally again. Picks it off. That's 2 good balls he took off. It comes as far as the red helmet of Paul Grimes. It's kicked free. It's kicked free out there as far as Martin Conway. Martin Conway goes for the shot. It's very, very high and it's very, very wide. And Boardsmill brings up their first wide. Well panicked now. Andrew Keane in goals, goes for an intelligent ball, which goes straight to a Boardsmill man. Not that intelligent at all. Shot number 2. And wide number 2. Number 12 there, Niall Durkin, was given a gift under no pressure, got his shot, and that's wide number 2. Now Cheesy. Cheesy's going long. It's landed in the middle of the field out towards Gerard O'Neill. It's picked off in there by the big number 9. Paul Dunn. It's gone down here to number 13, James Durkin. James Durkin crosses the goal. Going out chasing it is number 30. We don't know who number 30 is, but we'll find out. Back there's Lee Lynch as the 4 is flicked back. A lot of space. They go for it. Kilmessan go for it. Full back there. Gary Leddy gets it, gives it out to Lee Lynch. Lee clears it out to the middle of the field. Cahill is coming down, but 11 is Dazzler. Thomas Riley mishits. Dazzler's after him. He flicks it back infield to the waiting Anton Hoy. And it's a big, long, drifty ball in. And Boardsmill have brought up 3 wides. Not exactly the way they would want to do it, but they're shooting on sight, which is a great policy if you're Tipperary and Kilkenny. But in a junior thing, you might be a little bit. And the same man has it again. This is Eric Cribben. It goes as far as the centre half. Coming to the centre, Martin Conway is going to get a shot. This time they do get the equaliser. So Boardsmill, after exactly 5 minutes, have a point. Kilmessan have a point. Andrew Keane with the puck out. It's a funny sound coming off that stick. Out towards Ger, and the big man is going to win it again. It's on the ground. Martin has it again. It breaks away. Anton has it. Anton Hoy has it. It's broken away. Gerard O'Neill is there. That's Darren Plevin. Darren gets about 30 yards on it, only as far as the waiting. It's a Thomas Riley. It's landed in on top of the 14. The player is down. Boardsmill having goal chance, and into the goal it goes. And Boardsmill have a goal after 5 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll have to find out who this number 30 is. He's not on the board, but he's after getting the goal. Kilmessan now again out as far as number 10 there, which is Scott Bagnall. Scott Bagnall has the ball. Scott's with his first play of the day. Drives it into Cathal Murphy. Cathal Murphy has the ball, flicks it on to 12. 12 there is Darren Brennan, but is picked off by number 7. Eric Cribben. It comes across field. Ger O'Neill should get it. Ger has it. Ger look for his shot. Ger goes shot, and it's fading, and it's fading. And Kilmessan bring up their first wide, so they do. So 1-1 plays a point, Boardsmill leading. Finn Ennis. Second puck out. The last one was short. This one he's going long down the middle of the field. Centre half back there. Cathal Burke can't get it. It rolls into number 30 again, who's having a great day. He's bearing down on the goals again. Is he going to get a shot? He gets a shot. Oh, Andrew Keane keeps it out with the second flick. Gary Leddy has taken it out for Kilmessan, is coming under pressure, gives it back there to Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes drives it towards the middle of the field. The Boardsmill lads, Eric Cribben is out there in front. Boardsmill lads tending to be in front at the moment. There's a great big swipe. Referee not given to blowing the whistle at all. That's Thomas Riley. Thomas will go shot. The distance will be quite easy for him, and he's brought up yet another wide. So thankfully Boardsmill here have 4 wides to their name. They're shooting from out 65-metre distance, so that is to be expected. Andrew Keane gets it out here as far as the 65. It'll run on here. It'll run on here for Darren Maguire. Darren Maguire will get it the second time. He's going to skip in field. He's under Tourette. He's got great pace. He drives it into the forwards. 2-on-1. Thomas Riley takes that and clears it away. The experienced man flicked back by Paddy Lally. Gary Leddy gets it. Paddy again. Paddy playing well, drives it to his half-forward line. Cathal Murphy coming, that's Danny Tyne. Danny Tyne's first touch of the game. He makes the lift, he flicks it in field here. This is Scott Bagnall. Scott Bagnall looking for a shot. He gets blocked away. It comes to Danny Tyne. A lot of traffic back to Ger O'Neill. Ger will go shot. Goes on the right-hand side, and he's picking up the flag. So Ger O'Neill gets his first point. Our 2 midfielders have both scored so far. Ger O'Neill, so with 8 minutes played, is 2 points to 1-1. Very equal looking contest at the moment. Finn Ennis drives it out to the middle of the field. It's gone over the middle of the field. Cathal Burke leaves it behind. 11 in there is Martin Conway. He flicks it into the forwards. That number 30 is creating havoc. Gary Leddy wins the ball this time. He's coming under pressure. He was stolen. It was stolen out of his pocket. There's the shot and over the bar. And number 30 has got himself a goal, and he's got himself a point. Yes, pickpocketing does go on in Port Talchin. Andrew Keane again coming out to the 65. Darren Plevin has the ball. He drives it infield. Thomas and Darren, we have it. That's number 12. Darren Brennan has it. Looking infield, he's going to give it to the right man. Oh, the take. Cathal Murphy left it behind. It comes back out again. It gets flicked away there by Darren Brennan. Eric Cribben is out there. Eric has it. He drives it down the line looking for his wing forward. But going down. Oh, Cathal Burke's first touch is not good at the moment. It's coming across to 11. Martin Conway, who's already scored. Martin goes shot again, but this one is going to be short. It's landing on the 10-metre line. It was caught and dropped, and then there was a whistle on the play, and Gary Leddy will take a free here from his own 10-metre line. It's coming out to the 65. It's knocked away. That's Paul Grimes. Well done, Paul Grimes. Oh, he's dropped it, and he's now deemed to have been mugged. There must have been a bit of jersey pulling going on. Paul will take it himself. It's at the extent of his range in terms of scoring, but there's 3-on-3 inside on the 5-yard line, so I'm sure he'll launch it in that general direction where there is room. There's the shot. It's long enough. It's long enough. It's long enough. And it goes wide. It goes wide, and it gets Kilmessan's second wide after 10 minutes. So we have 2 wides and 2 points, and we're having a stoppage on the play. The referee wants to talk to... He wants to talk to the centre. Oh no, there's a man down on the line here. Oh, my God, we're cramped up already. cramped up again, and the referee is sort of saying, "Are you all right?" 13 is Eric McKay. No injury and no belt, and we'll now look at Finn Ennis driving this one out. Finn Ennis is not that long. It gets picked off. 7, 8. Paul Grimes get it. Paul under a lot of pressure. He flicks it to the corner. Danny Tyne has it. Danny gets robbed. Stick is gone. Danny still has it. And the man with no stick was forced to foul, and Danny Tyne wins a free about 40 yards out. Paul Grimes will be delighted with that. And the Boardsmill lad dropped his stick, and after that he was a little bit disabled in his tackling. Hence there ensued the free. Alan Duffy and Colin Doyle talking down there and wagging the fingers across. Something must have been said, because the referee, Patrick Foy, is bringing it on up to the 20-metre line. Are we going for it? Oh, Dazzler started a run, and Paul thought about supplying it to him. But then he decided that Henry Shefflin puts these over the bar, and I'll do the same, and that'll do grand. Paul brings up the second point. Kilmessan have 3 points. Boardsmill have a goal and a point, and we're coming to the end of the first quarter, so we are. And Kilmessan, having conceded an unwanted goal, have played their way quietly back into this game. They're one behind. Number 7 is pushing and fouling. It'll break there to Scott Bagnall. Scott Bagnall gets his room across here to Darren Brennan. Darren Brennan gets a good touch into the forwards. It's half blocked. It'll come here to Farmore Rower and across into the open space. There's only white shirts. That's Cathal Murphy getting there first. He's got 7 with him. He gives it there to 7. That's Paddy Lally. Paddy is going for the shot. It's landing on the 5. Goalkeeper Finn. Goalkeeper drops it, and then luckily there was a touch there from Kyle Donnelly. So we had a dramatic Premiership soccer type dive, and a free was given. Once you get touched, you go down like an Italian. Here we go. Puck out to the middle of the field. Knocked away, knocked down. 8, 12. Martin Conway. Well stolen there by Darren Brennan. He decides to drive it forward. That's Thomas Riley. Thomas will fancy himself from this distance. Hits his corner forward. 30, who has been doing well. Lee Lynch trying to make the lift. Still trying to make the lift. Get done by bigger men in there. That's Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke flicks it on here to Scott Bagnall. Scott Bagnall comes out in a straight line. Well done, Scott. He goes diagonally back into the corner. Yes, that's well done. Cathal Murphy has good legs. He's getting away. Oh, be Jesus, ref. That's horrid slashing. Yes, that is a free in. I have to say the referee waited for the second slash of the sword before he blew the whistle. This one should be an easy free for Paul Grimes to tie up the two teams as we approach the 15th minute and the end of the first quarter. Kilmessan have steadied down a great deal. Lee Lynch has come to grips with that big number 30. We'll find out who he is. Gary Leddy back there. And Fionn Maguire. So there's Paul. Paul brings up his third free. And Kilmessan have 4 points, plays 1-1. And we've just come to the end of the 15 minutes. Now, Finn Ennis. None of the pucking out has been very long from either end. Here comes a long one. It's landing in the Kilmessan half. 12 is Darren Brennan. Knocks it down to Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes touch is good. Good quality. Oh no, he didn't mean to do that. Thomas Riley delivers long. Fionn misses. In again. 3-on-2, it knocks away. 9 is Ger O'Neill, the old dog for the hard road. He gets blocked in there. It's coming as far as 12, Darren Brennan. It skips to Boardsmill. That's Thomas Riley. He gets bundled away by the Dazzler, who leaves it behind. Dazzler gets a good touch. Darren Brennan gets a touch. Dazzler is in there, young and fit. The young men, are they out hurling the older men? Hard to know. 6 there is Cathal Burke. Scott Bagnall is certainly knocked, and there's no whistle. Oh, there is a whistle. There was a silent whistle. He indicated a free, but nothing came out of the whistle. So Scott was bundled there to the ground. That encounter there of the young men versus the old men, I have to say the young men won. It warms my heart to see the old order, the new order taken over from the old order. Imagine voting for somebody 60 years of age or older in an election. Now, here we go. Paul Grimes has the distance. Here he goes. It's landing in and around the goals. And he indicates a wide. So Kilmessan bring up their third wide. Boardsmill have 4. It was a near thing. It was a merry chance. And Finn Ennis now goes out to the far side. Up go the sticks. It's flicked away. It'll come in here as far as Niall Durkin. Kilmessan get ahead again. That half back line is now playing well. That's Cathal Burke, is it? Cleared away. Nobody going. He's on his own. He flicks it into 12. 12 will go shot. And that'll be a point, I swear. Up goes the flag. Darren Brennan, the captain, gets the score. Cathal Burke won a good ball in the half-back line. He sprinted down the middle. The Boardsmill lads actually then faded away. They wouldn't chase the horse. He found himself in space, gave it to Darren Brennan and put it over the bar. Kilmessan leading, and they deserve it. Here comes Boardsmill. 12 is Niall Durkin. He's running clear. He mishit the ball all on his own. 14 in there is Fergal Flaherty, his first possession. 15, Jack Durkin. They're having trouble. The Boardsmill first touch hasn't been great so far. We're going pass. That's Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes' first touch. Come on, Paul, and for you back there at heavy money. Well done, Paul. He clears it away. Again, the Boardsmill lad is out in front, but it comes as far as Darren Brennan. Dazzler definitely has the legs for Thomas Riley. He hits the afterburners, and the Formula 1 car goes clear. Oh, and that's him scoring a point. Well done. A piece of quality hurling there, Paul Grimes. Bit of help from Darren Brennan, and Dazzler, to quote the great sporting quotation, opened his legs and showed his class. David Coleman talking about Guantarino, the great 400-metre runner. Now, well caught in there. Scott Bagnall. Scott looking for room. He's getting slapped. Goes a diagonal ball here to Danny. Danny Tyne has the ball. Well done. The slaps in the face. Danny looking for speed. Another slap. The third slap is coming here. The shot is up. It's up. It's up. It's up. The full back. Ooh! Unforced error. He should have caught that. Unforced error, number 4 back there, Kieran Garrigan. And Kilmessan now have a 65, and Kilmessan have quietly galloped into this race, and I'm backing Paul Grimes from the 65 to do this. And now referee is moving slowly forward. We have a whole spate of Space Invaders in pink, green, yellow, blue. Even Richie Donnelly's on the field. Now, Paul Grimes, in the 19th minute, has a chance to extend the lead. It's low. It looks accurate. It is accurate. Well done, Paul. Paul brings up his 4th. Kilmessan now have 6. Plays 1-1, and it's 1-2, I should say, back there for Boardsmill. And Boardsmill have hit a fairly dry patch at the moment. Goalkeeper fires it out to the middle of the field. It drops away. The recovery falls to the young men with the young legs. Flicked across field. Go on, Dazzler. Straight down the middle. He burns them off. The shot is hooked. He's still in it. It's flicked away. Oh, he hits his own man with the ball, who's forced to give it on to Toss Riley. Toss drives it straight down the middle. Cathal Burke doesn't get it. Centre half forward does. It's flicked on to number 12, Niall Durkin. Niall Durkin goes point, and Niall Durkin gets himself a point. So Boardsmill are 1-3 and Kilmessan are 7. Long puck out from Andrakina. Thomas Riley's out there. There's a foul and a whistle. Player arriving late. Scott Bagnall left stick in, and Thomas straight down the middle. Lee Lynch is there. Big man slips. Lee Lynch has the ball, heads for space. Kithog out towards the line, very close to the line, and a line ball for Boardsmill. 20 minutes played, 1 point between the teams. 7 plays 1-3. Very straightforward game of hurling. Everybody holding their positions. 5 back there is Darren Plevin. It comes to number 30 again, who goes shot. That lad is shooting all day, and he brings up another wide. Boardsmill are winning in terms of wides. Andrakina will take this puck out. Will study his technique. A good one landing in the Boardsmill half. Out there looking for Scott Bagnall. Scott's first touch is good. Scott goes shot, but it's going to be short, and we can do nothing with it. It's a wide. Kilmessan bring up another wide. Their fourth wide, so that attack fizzled out. Finn Ennis on Coolborough. Miss-hit that, landing short. Darren gets it. Well done, Darren. He's in. Flicks it on. Dazzler. Flicked on. Good into Cahill Burke. Come on, Cahill, yeah. Cahill will get it this time. Oh no, Cahill will get it this time 3 times. He's under a lot of pressure. He flicks it. He flicks it towards Paddy Lally. Paddy Lally gets the shot away. Paddy Lally came on instead of Richie Donnelly today, and everything he's done is good quality. This is coming here to Cahill Burke. Cahill will want to run away. He decides to shoot. It's fading, and it's gone out wide. So Kilmessan brings up their 5th wide, and they too are in equal terms with Boardsmill in terms of wides, but they're 1 point up on the scoreboard. 22 minutes played. Goalkeeper hits a long one into the Kilmessan half. Cahill Burke misses. It goes to Jerry Neal, who's been having a quiet time, but he has the ball now. He sprints away. He drives to the forward line. It's going in over the top, 1-on-1, and going through now is Kyle Donnelly. Oh, and goalkeeper came out in a timely fashion. Normally at back Kyle Donnelly. And Gary Leddy has the ball here down the line. That's Ger Neal. Ger takes it on the old volley. It comes across here. There's Danny Tyne. Danny runs into a big man, but flicks it on to Cahill Murphy. Cahill Murphy now is stuck in the corner. Look up. He looks up. He gives it out to Danny, who's a slightly better angle. Was fouled, I would have felt. No free. Crowd going mad about free. Cahill Murphy looking for an angle. He goes shot. Is going to be short. Goalkeeper is going to have to save it. He saves it. The challenge comes in. It comes out to the middle of the field. 7 for Kilmessan there. Paddy Lally again. Everything he's doing is right at the moment. Gives it in field, but that lands with a blue shirt. And out comes Boardsmill, passing it and driving the big long ball in here to the full forward. A lot of Kilmessan lads knocked away by Gary Leddy, flicked away. That's Ger Neal back there at the moment, possibly doing a bit of sweeping. And he's going to come up with this ball. He goes up with the ball. Oh, Jesus, he's charged. It should have been a free. The referee is not giving you the freeze. Paul Grimes drives that away. It's coming here to Darren Brennan. Darren Brennan is knocked and pushed, and linesman says no. Even TJ Riley, who'd be very willing to take the old free against the head, the toe against the head, realises last touch Boardsmill, sideline to Kilmessan. Darren going to take it. Darren looked left and right, and Ger Neal barking the orders here. Colm Doyle, the manager, giving a word of advice. Paul Grimes in front, Darren Brennan in front. I see Paddy Lally is there as well. Darren Plevan. Here we go. Boom. Good puck altogether. In towards Danny. Danny gets a touch and he gets pushed. No free for the push. No free for the challenge. It comes back as far as Dazzler. Dazzler goes shot, and there's a great score. There is a genuine great score. Darren Maguire brings up a second score. Both scores of the highest quality. A player that looks like a genuine senior hurler. And Kilmessan extend their lead here in the 25th minute. The 8 points plays 1-3. And the Kilmessan first touch, Danny Tyne, causing havoc in that corner, so he is at the moment. The lad is scutching and pulling and throwing sticks at him and everything like that, and the ball is coming to the men who can score. That's Eric Cribben down there. Eric has his ball in the middle of the field. He drives it in over Lee. Going back there is Ger Neal. Bit of sweeping going on. Oh, the sweep wasn't great. It comes to the incoming forward. This is very, very dangerous. The shot goes over the... Oh no, it's wide. Oh dearie me. Now that's what you call a bad wide. Unopposed on the 20-metre line. Kilmessan had made 1 or 2 mistakes. We won't name who did, but they did. And Andrakina has the ball. Out to the middle of the field. We're pulling. Scott Bagnall. Eric. 8 is Paul Grimes. Go on, Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes' first touch is great. The shot is coming in. Oh, there's a fine score. Paul Grimes gets his first from play, and that is a fine score. Kilmessan bring up 9. And Kilmessan quietly just imposing a slight superiority. I know we've only played 25 minutes. Here we go again. Cathal Burke gets the challenge in and manages to foul the incoming sliding man. Referee has to tie his lace. Thomas Riley brings it up and steals the compulsory 1 yard. And this is very scoreable from the 66-metre line. In front of goals, no wind. Boardsmill have been struggling for scores. Here, oh, he mishit that. It had a funny sound. Oh, and it's another wide. Boardsmill now have 7 wides and they've got 4 scores. And the umpire now belatedly has put up a hand and he's claiming a touch. And now he's claiming a point. Now we're having a real GAA moment. Everyone thought it was wide. Nobody object to it being wide. The man on the far side says the man who can't see it actually claims the point. Now we're having a discussion. All the players felt it was wide. And it's a point. Well, that is amazing. I don't know how your man on the far side could know it. And Andrew hits a bad one and it comes out here. No, referee not at all happy. Wasn't told to take it. Difficult to know. For those of you who don't know it, umpires should go behind the goals, completely behind the goals, and see the fall of the ball. We tend to pick big, heavy old men who are blind in both eyes and one ear, and they stand beside the post and they have a very, very limited view of it. Now, here we go. Andrew Keeney gets it into the Boardsmill half of the field. We've a whole lot of Darren Brennan nearly gets it. It's still down there. There's a ruck. It's on the ground. Paul Grimes gets a little bit. Darren Plevin is in there. Boardsmill have the ball. Back there is number 10, Sean Dixon. Sean drives it down here. It's nearly caught. Going back here is Lee. Cathal Murphy said, Cathal, pushing the back, ref. Pushing the back again, ref. Ball is still on the ground. Paul Grimes is there. Cathal Burke is there. It's cleared away there by Lee Lynch. It's breaking away. That's Darren has the ball. Darren Brennan under terrific pressure. It goes out over the line and it'll be a Boardsmill line. The refereeing is poor to very poor. TJ Riley is taken. It's not taken well. And there's more frees. And now we'll have a free forward. I better go down and tell that referee, if you put your arms around a player to kiss him or hug him, that's a foul. It's all right on a Saturday night, but not on a Sunday afternoon in public, in a field of play. Paul Grimes is fixing his lace. He's outside the 65-metre line. It's at his extent. Ray Egan here beside me, a Navan man telling him to have a go. I'm sure he'll have a go. Sure, what's the worst could happen? It could land short and go into the goals. It's going well. It's still going well. Does it get a touch? It gets a touch. It hits the goalkeeper. And that's what it did. It hit the goalkeeper. It comes out as far as Paddy Lally here. Paddy does well first time. Paddy does well, and this is a Kilmessan line ball. Paddy has been very solid all day. The half-back line is doing well there. They had a bit of trouble with the number 11 and the big number 30 early on. I don't know where number 30 has gone to now. He's out. He's actually, number 30 is out playing centre half forward, but Cathal Burke has come into the game and the half-back line is doing quite well at the moment. Now, Kilmessan taking a cut. This is Scott. Hits it low. It bounces off legs. That's Eric with the ball. Is it Eric with the ball? And out over the line again. Kilmessan with another line ball. And now we've lost the Schlither and we're asking the two spectators up on the top. I'd be amazed if Shawnee Horton isn't up there in the top. In fact, that looks like Shawnee Horton in the corner with the capine on his head. So who that'll be coming down to get it? I love the Kilmessan lads. They find their way into areas of the field where security is at the highest. ISIS couldn't get in there. ISIS is only a figment of the American and the British concept. We used to have Russia, and then Russia put up their hand and says we no bullets. So then we invented a thing called ISIS. But there's the two boys in the no-go security area, and Kilmessan are now, that's Ger O'Neill. Ger O'Neill is taking this puck. The 30 minutes are up. We're into overtime. A little score now would be sweet. There's a great little cut. It's landing in on the goals. It could go anywhere. It gets a touch. Goalkeeper misses. It's still on the ground. Full back misses. That's Danny Tyne. Danny make the lift. Danny has made the lift. Danny under terrific pressure. Goes back to 12 to Darren Brennan. Full back coming out. Danny gets a challenge in. 14 is Kyle Donnelly on the ground. Boardsmill are now attacking into an open area. Centre half back. That's Paul Grimes. This is a great chance. Gary Letty holding him up. The shot is going to be blocked there. Paul Grimes, 7 in there. Paddy Lally clears it out as far as number 30, the identity of which we don't know. 30 will shoot. That's all he did all day. It's going to land on the 5. Landing on the 5, batted away. That's Lee Lynch. Lee Lynch, make your lift. Well done, Lee. Outfield here. Oh, and there's the 3 long whistles. We've played 32 minutes. The scoreboard says 9 points, plays 1-4. Boardsmill got a fortuitous goal and were dominant for the first 10 minutes. But I have to say, since the 1-1 to 1 point score line, Kilmessan have got 8 and Boardsmill have got 3. And we've a lot of players out there at the moment playing well. We have... the only 2 or 3, in my view, that are playing like senior hurlers, and they're probably the men that are going to carry us over the line. So Kilmessan will be satisfied with their first half work. And on that note, we'll cut. We'll have the cup on tay now. Everybody back to the second half of the junior final here in Park Tolchin. Kilmessan coming out belatedly. Looking at the shirts, I can see no changes at all. 1 to 15 are all in order. I found out the difficulty with the Boardsmill jerseys. Halfback David Keeley is wearing 29 because they lost their number 5 shirt, and the full forward Fergal Flattery is number 30. They've no number 14. Now that never happens in Kilmessan. The jerseys go missing, and if they do go missing, do we know where they go? Oh yes, we do. So put the jerseys back in the bag, lads. They're at home in the hot press. Now, Kilmessan lead on a scoreline of 9 points to 1-4. They had a poor enough opening 10 minutes, but they steadied up and outscored Boardsmill by 8 points to 3. We're ready to go. Paul is there. Well done. Scott is there. It comes as far as Danny Tyne. That's Darren gives it out. 5 misses his ball there. Darren Plevin is coming down the field. Cathal Burke going back, leaves it to Lee Lynch. Plenty of sliding going on. We have it, Kilmessan controlling the situation. Cathal Burke drives it straight down the line. Danny Tyne's touch, slaps him in the face. Going through there was Dazzler, who missed it. Coming forward here to number 8. Number 8 there is Paul Nunn, the captain. Drives it into the full forward. Knocks it down to number 10. Number 10 goes left, right, into Fergal Flattery. The hand pass and the touch from Boardsmill wasn't great. Lee Lynch clears it out here. An awful lot of blue shirts out there waiting for it is number 9, Anton Hoy. Comes under pressure there from Darren Plevin. Darren Brennan now breaks up the field on the Kithogue. He drives it into the corner. Cathal Murphy nearly gets it. Kyle Donnelly gets a good touch. Cathal Murphy and Kyle Donnelly both trying to get into this game. Cathal is in the game. It's coming across. He went shot. It's knocked away. Caught the way, it's on the ground. It's number 4 has it there. Kieran Garrigan, and is cleared out by Boardsmill. Good chance there for Kilmessan. It's knocked away. Darren Plevin is there. Paul Grimes coming away. Kilmessan lads are winning all these 50-50s, but there was a shoulder into the chin, and that's a free to Boardsmill. Thomas Riley will go out and take it. He's inside his own half. It's at the extent of his range, so it is. And he'll surely fire it into the big full forward line and see what happens. It's gone very, very high, so it'll be a little bit short. Pushing and tugging, and out comes there. That's Fionn Maguire, who's been playing very steady. Knocked out to the middle of the field. Dazzler's first touch. He's been pushed like hell from behind. The old pushing it seems to be not a foul today. Kicked away by Boardsmill. Comes as far as number 8, Paul Dunn. Paul Dunn looking for space out as far as 15, James Durkin. James gives it in. Well done there again by Fionn Maguire. Fionn Maguire doing well. Crossfield, Paddy Lally versus his man. A lot of blue shirts. Boardsmill need to come ahead now. Coming in field. Jergo's volley. That's Cathal Burke. That's Paul Grimes. Paul drives down here. Danny Time coming out to meet him. Plenty of space. Danny likes space. 3 on 3. Cuts in field. Kyle Donnelly called for it. Kyle makes a slip. Arriving just a little bit late for the second ball. Boardsmill have plenty of players around to control that situation. Driven out here as far as Paul Grimes. Paul's first touch. Immaculate. The pass immaculate. Here comes a shot from Scott Bagnall. And this will be wide. Kilmessan opened this half with a wide, and we're 3 minutes into the second half. Goalkeeper looking for a slither. It's stuck up on the high net, and we're going to get a slither down to him now. Mishit by the far unid, and Fionn Ennis will take the first puck out of the second half. Everybody in their classic positions, nobody sweeping. Long pregnant pause and the puck out to the middle of the field. Lots of players around, knocked away. Comes as far as number 9, Anton Hoy. Gives it across field here to Sean Dixon. Sean Dixon has the ball. Sean flicks it in. It wasn't a great flick. Kilmessan lads around. That's Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes under severe pressure. Goes to Nice. Flicks it out as far as Dazzler. Dazzler hits a good ball into space. Kyle Donnelly chasing out there with full-back Paddy Guy. Kyle Donnelly and Paddy Guy comes out over the line, and linesman says that's a Boardsmill ball. Kyle doesn't believe him, but he may. Going back to take it there is Kieran Garrigan. The day remains cold, damp, wet, no wind. Cathal Murphy moving out here to better position. Not a good sideline cut. In there we have fellas wrestling. Don't foul him. Yes, you put your arm around him, Kyle, and you pulled ahead of him. And Thomas Riley take the quick one, drives it to the corner, looking for his forwards. Going back, there's Cathal Burke. Well done. Cathal has improved the whole way through the game. Now out to the middle of the field. 10 is Scott. Scott goes pass out here. Danny Tyne using the spaces. Danny's going to go shot. Danny goes shot. That's a lovely score. Absolutely high quality score there. Danny Tyne opens up his account, opens up the Kilmessan account, and Kilmessan now have taken a significant first score of the second half. Always a good score to get. Here we go, out to the middle of the field, knocked down, white shirts everywhere. Blue shirts arriving now on the ground. Paul Grimes is out there with the red helmet. Boardsmill come up with the ball. Paul is pulling and tugging, and suddenly pulling and tugging is a free. Referee hasn't been great today. Either blow them all or you blow none of them. Thomas Riley will take this from his own half. He's actually bringing it back. Great to see an honest GA man bringing the ball back 2 yards. Now, Thomas will fancy himself from here. If not, we're piling the ball in on top of the full forward line. That's the plan. It's on page 1 of the strategy game. It's long. Wow, unforced error, goalkeeper. Oh, I can't see any of it, but it's gone into the net. And I was about to say Boardsmill can only win this game with goals. They got one in the first half, which got them off to a good start in the lead, and now they're after getting another one. And it's now come up to 10 points apiece, and it's a draw match, and full-back and goalkeeper came together when there should have been a much clearer call. There was 1 or 2 unforced errors, but a ball on the ground 1 metre out goes into the net very often. Andrew Keena, and we've now played 37 minutes of the game. Looking out here for Darren Brennan. Darren goes for the catch and misses. 11 in there is Dazzler Maguire. Hits it in field to Kyle Donnelly. It's knocked on. It nearly comes as far as Danny Tyne. Danny Tyne looking for the shot. Comes under physical pressure. It's knocked away. Paul Grimes tries to get to it. Boardsmill now are very enlivened. Niall Durkin has the ball. Niall still has the ball. Getting away there. Niall Durkin now charging down the field. Looking for a shot. Here comes the shot. It's not a good shot. Andrews' first touch. Not great. Oh no, it's coming in towards the goals. Comedy of errors cleaned out there by Lee Lynch, and it's the 65. So we had a moment of indecision and a moment of doubt, a moment of panic, and we got away that time. Boardsmill will want to create as many of these moments as they possibly can, and goals is what they're looking for. In terms of points, we have 10-4. In terms of goals, it's 2-0. 65 here. Thomas Riley has the chance to put Boardsmill back into the lead. The first game was won by a team who scored 9 scores, and the loser scored 12. We don't want that to happen twice today. Thomas is ready. It looks goodish. Umpire is going well left, and Boardsmill bring up their first wide of the second half, and it remains a draw. It's 2-4 to 10 points. We have 38 minutes played. Andrew Keena goes high and long out towards Thomas and Dazzler. Dazzler gets a touch. Thomas gets a touch. Ball is still on the ground. Thomas gets it, comes under pressure, flicks it forward to a centre half forward. Cathal Burke is there. Paul Grimes is entering in. Paul's first touch has been absolutely superb throughout. Out as far as that's Cathal Murphy. Cathal needs to run away from his man. He's running away. 7 is coming to meet him. He gives it down to Darren Brennan, who can't get it. Boardsmill are policing the situation. 10 drops it again. 10 goes for a long one. Hit up here towards Niall Durkin. Niall can run. Niall is going down past the Kilmessan defence. He's gone shot. It's high enough. Landon goalkeeper pucked wide. So Boardsmill get a wide there. 1-on-1 in the air, and it then could happen. At least the trajectory of the ball was dragging it away from the goals, and it would be difficult enough to put it into the net. We're now beginning to put on subs. Boardsmill are ready to put on number 20, who's Craig Kelly, and they're calling for... He's not coming on yet. Now, 2-4 to 10. 40 minutes gone, 20 to go. We have drinks of water and stoppages, and... Oh, we've a man down, have we? Oh, yes. All the men that are going down today are going down under no pressure. They weren't hit. Nothing struck them. They just broke down like a bad horse. Now we're stopped here. The game is all in the milking pot now. Whoever has the courage for it and the work rate for it can win this final. Kilmessan have been quality-wise the better team, but Boardsmill have fought their way back into it. They've got the 2 goals that they needed and they wanted. 2 young lads now being brought on here by Boardsmill, 20 and 23. Jack Bird and Craig Kelly. So Boardsmill bringing on young legs, possibly taking off old legs. The man that was injured is now standing. Number 12 over there, Niall Durkin. The wing forward, who is a good turn of pace, so he has. Paddy Lally coming back here towards the middle of the field to make himself available for the puck out. Fionn Maguire making himself available. Lee Lynch making himself available. And we're ready to go now. Paddy has kept coming across. Andrew hit it straight down the middle. His best one so far. Thomas Riley takes it like the good player he is. Darren Brennan knocks him away. Ger Neal is in there. Ger is knocked to the ground. Going back there is Eric Creban. Kilmessan have it. Cathal Burke. Cathal is landing it in on the 5. Kyle Donnelly is there. Kyle flicks it. Oh! and it's a goal. Kyle Donnelly with his first good touch puts it into the net. It was a classic. There was only 4 blue shirts bearing down on him. He took it in the air. It went over the goalkeeper. I fancied that goalkeeper for a mistake for the last 35 minutes. And that was the most spectacular goal. And Kilmessan lead by a goal. And maybe that's now the shot in the rear end that they need to get themselves going. Kyle Donnelly had been under pressure there for most of the game, being marked by Paddy Guy, a man of more experience, but one moment of quality, and now we're 3 points up. But there's the guts of 20 minutes to go. Now we're having the substitutions.
Has been replaced by number 23,
Jack Bird.
And number 11, Martin Conway, has been replaced by number 20, Craig Kelly.
Right. Boardsmill have made 2 substitutions. The ball is landing out here in the middle of the field. Jerry Neal is there, flicks away. Darren Plevin is there. Darren is still there. It breaks in field. Jerry Neal is there. On the ground, flicked away. Boardsmill should come up with number 15. Good work there from Jerry Neal. Great work. Danny is nudged. 29 in there. Is under pressure, heading for the line. Gets to the line, and it's a Boardsmill ball. 29. David Keeley, the wing back, and Kilmessan now are beginning to win those little encounters that always set the tone of a hurling game. Richie Donnelly there taking the flag away with the law of Brish did that. Straight to David. Dave, well done there. Dazzler wins a hard ball, drives it to the forwards. Kyle Donnelly and Paddy. Paddy polices this. Kyle is working hard and working hard. He's rangy. Both of them are tangled with each other. Kyle is deemed to be pulling on Paddy. There'll be a free out from the 5-yard line. Taking that there will be Kieran Garrigan. Kieran Garrigan. Game liven up now as we come to the end of the third quarter. Kilmessan have put their heads in front again. And now Boardsmill will be looking for yet another effort. Almost certainly a goal. The lift wasn't great. The strike then couldn't be great. That touch isn't great. Dazzler gets it to Ger O'Neill. Ger goes left. Ger trying to get it across. Ger still has it. Don't go shot. He goes shot. And it's landing on the 5. Kyle and Paddy. Kyle goes for the same again, but Paddy, wise old dog, catches that ball very, very well. Cathal Burke, centre half back, wants to get into the attack. He wins the hard ball. That's Danny Tyne. Danny under pressure. Cathal is still in there. Boardsmill. Arson in, Boardsmill coming out. That's Thomas Riley. Thomas goes block. It gets blocked by Paddy Riley. Cathal Burke gets a little bit of a Kyle Donnelly and Paddy again. Kyle has and is knocked to the ground. Is deemed to have fell over his own legs. A lot of players working hard in here. This is a classic encounter. 7 is Paddy Lally. Paddy hasn't done a thing wrong so far. Gives it out. Oh, it's a free out. Somebody, Danny Tyne, I think, has been deemed to having slashed with the stick and cutting hay, and it'll be a free out there. But I have to give all the Kilmessan lads involved 100% effort there. Boardsmill fighting 100% as well. The only defeat is a loss of heart, and neither team has lost heart here today. Thomas Riley drives it to the forwards, waiting for him there and coming past Ger. And back there is 10 Scott Bagnall, who's drifted into his half-back line, caught for speed, comes under pressure. Darren Plevin is back there on the ground. There's an awful lot of bodies, hard to make it out. 10 is Scott. Scott has the ball, drives it into the space. Out there is 12, that's Darren Brennan. Looks up, drives long. Kyle Donnelly underneath to Kyle, gets it. Kyle drops it. Kyle will have, Kyle is now hitting back. He could have got in trouble there. Referee has been fairly blind all day. Oh, there's a miss-hit. There's Scott Bagnall. There's Paul Grimes. There's Thomas Riley. Paul Grimes drags it with his foot. Technically a very good hurler. Down here to Danny Tyne. Unlucky, hits Danny's foot off the line, Boardsmill line. And now we're going to have a stoppage, and somebody is going to get spoken to for the old loose word. I have no time for the loose word. Cursing and swearing at it won't make it any better or any worse, but it will give away yardage and it will give away cards. Kyle Donnelly has been spoken to. Card coming out. Oh, he must have seen the little slap. It's a yellow card. I thought he didn't. Good battle going on there between Paddy and Kyle. Now, game has stopped here at 47 minutes. The scoreboard says 2-4 to 110. We're 3 up at the moment. Boardsmill again have to chase this game. Chasing a game is difficult. Now, Boardsmill with the line cut. A lot of players in front. It's a good cut. It comes as far as Gerard Neal. Gets it on his second touch. He look across field, goes for the space. Out there is Cathal Murphy. Cathal has good legs, has the ball. 45 line, goes shot. It's landing in on the goalkeeper and over the bar. And Cathal Murphy opens up his account. Well done, Cathal. And now all 3 men in the full forward line. Danny, Kyle and Cathal has scored. Aidan Mangan is coming in for Kyle Donnelly. In the full forward line. And here we go, Boardsmill. 4 points down. Kieran drives it to his forwards. Out there is Niall. And it goes off somebody. Linesman didn't see it. It's a Kilmessan ball. It went off the Boardsmill lad, and it's a Kilmessan ball. Nobody disputing the facts. I didn't see it. Gerard Neal going out there. Ger, as the mature man on this team, has used his experience well throughout. Takes his time. No need to rush now. Horses jumping the fence as well. And we're ready to go. Sideline cut. Not great. Knocked away. Comes up to Boardsmill. 10 out there is Sean Dixon. Under pressure, coming back there, looking for Anton Hoy. Anton gets robbed by Darren. Darren drives to the forwards. Paddy hasn't got Kyle now. He's got Aidan Mangan. And Danny Tyne is working, and Paddy is working, and it comes in field. Thomas Riley clears it away for Boardsmill. Big long one up the field. Knocked well away there. Knocked well away by Paddy Lally. Under pressure, crossfield. Boardsmill now. It's opening up for Boardsmill. A lot of blue shirts unattended. He goes for his point. Andrew Keena majestically takes it. Drives it out here to Paddy Lally. It goes over their head. Coming in as 15 is James Durkin. 12 attacking is Niall Durkin. Niall has got good legs. Looking to pass it. A lot of blue shirts here. Fionn misses it. Comes to Niall. Anton, he goes for the shot. Hits it straight into the ground. Cleared out there by 6. Cathal Burke playing well. Comes out here to number 7. Eric Cribben. Gone back in, landing on the 20-metre line. The Boardsmill lads, a lot of them lining up. Mad to get the shot. It's on the ground. It's moving forward. Oh, Andrew Keenan makes a great save. Scoops it out. Cheesy. Chasing it out himself. Still chasing it. It's knocked away. It's over the line and it's deemed wide. But the umpire is going wide. So Boardsmill brings up a wide. In this half, Boardsmill have 3. On my count, and Kilmessan have only 1. The score for the half is a goal and a point to Kilmessan and a goal to Boardsmill. So this has been a very static half in terms of scores. But Kilmessan have won 11 on the board and Boardsmill have 2-4, so they're leading by 4. The clock says 50 minutes gone and 10 to go. Boardsmill now are beginning to mass in numbers, looking for the goal because they're not going to outpoint Kilmessan. Andrew hits a long one out here. Gerard Neal is in underneath it. It misses several of them. Paul Grimes coming through. Paul Grimes is fouled. Oh, and at long last we get the free, and Paul will say thank you, very glad, to quote the great Bull Killeen. A bit like Joey Keane and Stephen Clinch in Crow Park this year. Thank you very much for the foul. Now, we're making substitutions here. Lee Lynch is coming off for Kilmessan and going on. I didn't even see who went on. Who went on, Liam? 18, thanks. On goes Tomas Oakes has come on for Kilmessan. Just trying to stay up here. We had go on, Paul. Paul takes a shot. Lovely trajectory. Absolutely gorgeous. Paul Grimes brings up his 6th, I believe. Kilmessan now have 1-12. Kilmessan now in control of the game, but there is 10 minutes to go. Finn drives it out here. Eric is underneath it, patted away by Cathal Murphy as far as Darren. Darren goes diagonally across. It's very high and very slow. It's knocked away by Danny. Aidan Mangan inside. Aidan Mangan, Boardsmill coming out with the ball, is coming out near the line. Ger O'Neill will be first there. Ger's lift. Ger looking at the goals. Ger goes shot and he goes wide. Second wide of the half for Kilmessan, but we're in the last 10 minutes and we won't mind at the moment. Fionn Ennis coming for the puck out now. Confidence about Kilmessan. They too have brought on 2 subs. Tomas and Aidan, 2 good young lads. Here we go. And we're pulling. And Ger gets a bit. And Ger kicks a bit. And Ger is fouled. And Ger gets another bit. The old dog for the hard road. Danny Tyne. Well done, Danny Tyne. Played well throughout. Crossfield. Scott misses. Boardsmill has. Eric goes left and right. Going to have to clear it. Miss hits. Danny Tyne again. Outfield to Cathal Murphy. Great to see the young men doing their stuff. Cathal has time. Cathal goes shot. He's going shot, but this one is going wide. Three wides apiece for the half. 112 plays 2-4. That's 13 scores to 6. 5 pints in front on Coolborough to drive it out. Out to the middle of the field looking for Eric. Eric beats Cathal. Driven into the full forward line on Mo Giroux. Oh, well done. That is absolutely quality. Out as far as Tomas Oakes there. Gave a lovely ball, but it's gone to Boardsmill. It's into a harmless area and yes, unforced errors left and right, and Andrew Keena ends up with the ball. There's shouts of ref. Difficult to know why. I can't see any subs getting ready. Oh, another man injured. Sniper in the crowd here. Can't see these injuries creeping up. Now everyone's going out for water. Simi going out there to Ger. How's their heart rate? Richie Donnelly. Out there, Tomas Oakes says, no, I'm a fresh horse. 1 play, 1 catch, 1 clearance. The record is 100% at the moment, Tomas. Let's keep it that way for the next 8 minutes. Now, referee goes over and we'll see now whether the horse has to be put down or whether we will continue. Seeing as we have a bit of time, looking to man of the match must almost certainly come from the Kilmessan end of things. I have to say now, Paddy Lally has been very good for me throughout. Cathal Burke played his way into the game and has been absolutely perfect since. Our 2 midfield players are showing their quality, and here's Andrew Keena out to the middle of the field. Cathal Murphy is underneath it. He gets bullocked by the bigger man. He's following. The referee is given advantage, but then he blows the whistle. Thomas will come over to take that free almost certainly. They'll be lobbing it in now. It's probably 2 goals what they need at the moment. They're definitely not going to point their way out of this predicament. They have 4 points for 55 minutes, so they're getting 1 point every 10 minutes, every 12 minutes. It's knocked in, it's lobbed in, it's pulled, it's flicked away. Out goes Ger O'Neill. Ger is everywhere. There's Tomas Oakes coming out again. 10 is Darren Brennan. There's a foul, ref, but you didn't see it. We're working on it. 6 is Cathal Burke again. Oh, the clearance hasn't been great. 15 here is James. James across. The first touch is not good from Fergal. Fergal goes shot and Fergal goes wide. There's an urgency about the Kilmessan lads there. Very difficult. I have a feeling with 4 minutes to go that the Man of the Match award should nearly go to the 2 midfielders for Kilmessan. Their work rate has been excellent. Paul Grimes again managed to drop it. There's Ger. These 2 boys are police in the middle of the field. Here goes Ger with the shot. Is it long enough? Is it accurate enough? And the answer is no. 4 wides apiece. Doesn't matter. Clock is coming up to 57 minutes, 3 minutes to go, 5-point lead. Fionn drives it out, not as far as he'd like. Danny Tyne, Darren Brennan, Aidan Mangan. Kieran clears it out for Boardsmill. It's knocked away, well knocked away. There's that Gerard O'Neill again. There's Darren again getting another. There's Paddy Lally again. He's been foot perfect. Here we go again. Well done, Paddy. You're bigger and meaner than him. Another block from Paddy. From a boxing point of view, he'd be so far ahead of this match, the referee would stop it. Well done. Dazzler has played, got 2 magnificent points today, so he had, and he has been marked by Boardsmill's best player. That has to be remembered. A right battle between 2 quality hurlers, Thomas Riley and Darren Maguire. In we go, here it comes, attack. Is it the last attack? Is it the second? Oh, here we go. Fergal is bearing down on the goals. It's wide, or was it a save? It's a save. Andrew Keena is saying, I am the man. Leonard Cohen, I'm your man. What a save. Nothing to beat but the keeper. But the keeper in bright yellow said, not today, baby, not today. A spectacular moment from Andrew Keena. The clock is ticking on 65. It has to be plan 1. Lob it onto the 5. We all pull together. Cathal Burke has his stick up ready. He knows exactly what's going to happen next. I'm ready to pull the trigger. Here's the lob. It's landing on the 10. Cathal Burke had the stick up. It comes as far as Boardsmill. It's still on the ground. It's still on the ground. Pull and keep pulling. That's Darren Brennan. No, it's Gary Leddy. That's Gerard O'Neill. Gerard O'Neill across to Josh Dennehy is on the field. I'm sure that's Josh. I didn't see him coming on. Well done, Josh. Down the field, a big, high, ugly one, but they've a sweeper back there who knocks it away. Aidan Mangan gives it out as far as Scott Bagnall. Scott's first touch is not great. Second touch works. He goes shot. It's too short. Keeper gets it. We're in the 60th minute. Looking out here. Boardsmill, man on the ground. Is that Scott Lyon? Proston at the moment. Here we go. It's knocked away. Boardsmill at the last chance. 5 is Darren Plevin, well done, and is deemed to have swung the stick first and hit the ball second. Another sub going on there. 28 going on for Niall Durkin played well.
28, John Corrigan.
Right, the 60 minutes are all but up. I can see Christopher Smith here being tugged out and getting his game, and Boardsmill have another free from about the 45 line, and Kilmessan seem to have a very, very solid grip on this cup at the moment, but a goal followed by... Here we go, 3 minutes to be played. Oh, Andrew Keane again knocks it out, and it's another 65. This man has shown his quality here in the closing moments, and Boardsmill are going to get to do the set play again. Thomas Riley, the architect. Christopher Smith is on the field. I don't know who's making way. We'll find out in a minute. Darren Brennan's making way for Christopher Smith. Here it comes in. It's landing on the 5. It's batted away by Cathal Burke. It's driven back in. Cathal Burke again. Cathal Burke out as far as red helmet. Fionn Maguire coming out, being slapped and hacked, gets his clearance away, quite happy with that. Christopher Smith is out there chasing back. Danny Tyne puts in the elbow. Number 20, Jake, knocked away. Boardsmill, that's Eric coming in, well blocked. Fionn Maguire on the ground. Number 8, midfielder, pulled to the ground there. Paul Dunn, no free. 2 out there. Fionn again. Fionn has. The Kilmessan defence have not been found wanting in this long period of attack. Here we come. Big man goes shot and big man goes wide. Right, we're well into overtime. Referee has indicated 3 minutes. It is a wide. We're having words with the referee. It's Cathal Burke is having something explained to him by the referee. Cathal, no hobberfuckle, it'll be all right. So on a day where the Kilmessan defence managed to concede 2 goals, but in the end have been stalwart and very strong. The midfield have been outstanding for Kilmessan, and the attack have done their job. Almost all of them scored, and we have a score line of 1-12. Andrew Keena, high, middle of the field. It breaks through lots of players. Dazzler and Thomas, Aidan. That's Paul Grimes. Paul Grimes' touch has been excellent throughout. The passing has been excellent throughout. Scott Bagnall in field. Not as accurate as he like. Christopher Smith is in there. Chris putting the fullback under great pressure. Still under great pressure. Still under great pressure. Keep after him, Kit. Well done, well done. Boardsmill trying to come out. In there is Aidan Mangan. Keep him in the corner. The corner flag is your friend. Outfield, Ger will wait for the mistake. Danny Tyne is waiting. Danny will go shot. Danny will go shot. And that's a fitting way to end this game. Danny Tyne gets a second point here. We're into the last minute, and Kilmessan brings up 113. 13 points scored on the 13th of December. How lucky is that? Boardsmill will come looking for the goal. That's big Eric over there. Eric Cribben. It comes here. That's Dazzler, who's played well. Man on the ground. Fergal is on the ground. Eric is blocked. Is coming. Men calling. I'll take that. Darren drives it straight down. There's the 3 whistle. Kilmessan have won the junior championship on a score line of 113. Show them the score line down there, Ray. Show them the score line. And now we'll go back to the celebrations here.
Of Offaly 112. Simonson of Meath 19.
So Simonstown go out of the Leinster Championship. Kilmessan have won here. It was a fine display. Every man played well. And will we go down for the presentation?
We go down for the presentation.
Do I need to bring the squirrel? Or will we do it without the squirrel? No, we better bring the squirrel, will we? Well done, TJ. Well done, Darren. Well done.
Well done, Darren. Well done.
I'll get all these good people here. They're all our supporters that are coming here. All the Kilmessan supporters coming out here. The cup is still staying up on the podium. There's Darren Brennan, the captain. He's gone up towards the thing. There's Owen Marsh sporting a stylish capine that he stole off his mammy. So he did. And here comes all the pretty girls. Hello, dear Ja. And the ugly boys. How are you, Malcolm? I love a GA field. Ugly men and pretty girls. Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are you keeping? I'll interview you now in a minute. Oh, keep rolling. How are you, Paul? How are you, Paddy? We're running out of battery, I'm told, but I don't care. I just don't care. There's Paul Donnelly now. My battery has gone down. Ray's gone off running for a battery. How are you, Joan? I hope you enjoyed the dancing last night. I snuck out. How are you, Mick?
Hello, Mr. Brennan.
Oh, cheers, not too bad at all, Mr. Horton. How are you, Carl? How are you, Mammy? See all the mammies and all the daddies are out here.
Could we have both teams over near the presentation area, please? Both teams. Come on, over near the presentation area.
How are you, Johnny? How are you, Mary? Dermot? I thought I'd see you dancing last night.
Dancing?
Yeah!
Where?
In the yard behind. Ah, come on, you're rotten with money. And it's a wealthy country. Good man, Razor, huh? I'd say that about 180.
I want to compliment both teams on a fine day there in the final. While Kilmessan always looked as faster and speedier, I have to compliment the Boardsmill lads for staying with them to the very, very end. But in the end, I would say the speed told and they got the scores to win the game. Considering that Boardsmill had their chances too, it just didn't come off on the day. So our compliments to both teams on a fine junior final. I want to take this opportunity also, probably the last one for this year, of thanking the CCC for getting the games finished. It has been a hard year on them in relation to the Christopher and everything else games got put off. But our thanks to Jimmy Henry and the CCC for getting our games played. And today was a very good day for a final and it showed out there. I want to thank Park Council for having everything in order for the final. The long games have been here over the last number of weeks. So I want to thank them for that. I want to also compliment the people over both teams for getting them ready for a final and getting them here. Again, I want to take this opportunity to thank the County Board for all the help in the past year in relation to hurling. It has been a very good year for hurling, very good inter-county scene, very good inter-club scene, and we certainly wish our club teams in the Leinster in the coming weeks the best of luck. I now take this opportunity to present the cup. It's a Tommy Kane Cup. And before I do, I wanted to thank Paddy Foy and his officials for a job well done there today. And indeed, all the referees who refereed our hurling matches and the officials for their dedication to turning out Sunday after Sunday to referee again. So I think they deserve that thanks. So I present this Tommy Kane Cup to Dermot, I call him Fingers, but I think his name is Brennan, but to present this cup to Dermot Brennan.
Dermot Brennan. Oh, he should have left it at Finglas.
He's got a number of nicknames, hasn't he? But on behalf of the county, I present this cup to you.
I'd say hard luck to Boardsmill. We came into this game, we couldn't underestimate this, and we're improving there. That was the toughest game we've had all year. A couple of things went our way, and keep at it, lads. No doubt you'll be here again next year. 3 cheers to Boardsmill. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! So I'd like to thank Colin Doyle, Alan Duffy, Mickey Denny for looking after this team all year. It's been great, especially these last 2 weeks, organising challenges and training. And a big thanks to Paul Riley, who stayed on training this team even after our seniors were finished up. It was a huge help and paid off today. Also, Tisbin, Simi, Pedlar, anyone that helped out all year, thanks very much. Last of all, I'd just like to thank each and every one of the players on this panel. Just the work rate in games and just in training has been unreal the last couple of months, and it's paid off today. In the awareness session tonight, lads, I think the first time was on Jerry O'Neill. The season
And there we have Darren Brennan accepting the cup on behalf of Kilmessan. And we'll talk to a few lads coming in here now. We'll grab a few. We'll get Cheesy Keena, the comedian, anyway. Is that Boardsmill lads? Are we Andrew Keena? Now, Andrew, tell us about the 2 goals in the first half.
They were all Gary Leddy's fault.
Let's get into the blame game.
I know, in fairness, it was the midfielders because they let the boys hit the ball in. But, sure.
Did your daddy play well? Oh, right. And the save at the end when all was nearly lost. How wonderful were you?
That was great, Tommy, wasn't it?
Well done, Andrew. We got somebody else coming through here. Here's a county class cup. And who would you give the man of the match to here today?
Oh, I thought Paddy Lally was excellent myself. I thought he did very well. And Joe O'Neill. And it's hard to pick it, but I thought.
Get this now. Oh, somebody will get hurt here. Yes, this is the compulsory. Throw yourself on the ground. Oh, hiya, Richie Donnelly. Will we cut it there? No, we keep it going. We keep it going. Right, here they go. Now, around here, we got some of the mammies and daddies. Don't mind them pups. Please mind that child, will you? Mind the little child. Right. Will we wind it up? Mr. Horton, for a second. On behalf of the chairman, what did you make of the game?
A great game, a great team performance, and the lads worked really well, and I'm delighted for them because they deserve it with all the training that they've done this year. They worked really, really hard, and I'm delighted that we got something in the end of the year for Kilmessan. We deserve it. I presume everyone would agree with me.
That's right, and it was great to see young lads like there, young Aidan and young Paddy in front of us there playing well, and they'll be around for next year.
Absolutely, that's a young junior team, like as junior teams go, like but it's a young team, and thank God, and hopefully the boys will keep at it, and we get a few more lads back from semi-retirement, and we'll keep going, and we'll represent ourselves in the end of Meath year.
And some of them nice young horses will be going to Cheltenham. On behalf of myself and Mr. Chairman here, we'll wind it up here. Thank you very much, and we'll go home now for the dinner.
That'll do.
Thank you, Pedlar. I'll ask each of you a question. Right, I start here with Abby, right? Who was the best player on the field, in your mind, Abby?
Dazzler. Yeah.
The Dazzler. And who did you think played well?
Same.
The same. And you have to have different opinions.
Okay, right.
Were you worried that we'd lose this game after the second goal? How
No,
bad
no.
was the second goal?
Oh, sure.
Horrendous.
Horrendous.
Horrendous is the only word.
So who are we going to give the man of the match to?
Dazzler.
Easy as that. And now, from the pretty girls in Park Tulchin, we'll go home for the dinner. Thank you very much. Well done, Nicky Horton. Glad to see young lads playing well. Fantastic.